hopefully with your basic website. If you're not done, that's okay. This read more button, not sure why that's even there. So my website is done for a computer. If I'm going to click on here, I'm going to go to the switch to mobile view, and this is what it would look like if I'm on a cell phone. So I'm pretty good with this for the most part, but I'm going to start dropping a few things down, moving things around a little bit. So there's my mobile menu icon. My intro here looks like it's a little bit big. I'm going to shrink my font down and see if I can change it up just a little bit so it's going to stick out a little bit better, be a little easier to read. So I'm going to have to play with that just a tiny bit to get it to show up. Yikes. Yeah. Not sure what the best thing is there, but I'm going to have to play with that a little bit. So my first one is pretty long. I don't want to have to scroll all the way down to get to the bottom of the scripture. So I'm going to, nope, didn't want to shrink that, dude. Sorry, dude. That must be painful. I'm going to highlight my whole first column and slide it up. Try to get this to show up in one screen of the cell phone. So when I click scripture, this will highlight, and actually that might even be a little bit too far down. So I'm going to highlight the strip, drag it down just a little bit more, because this is showing about a full screen worth. So I want this. So what I'm trying to do is trying to get it to take up the entire screen on my phone. Drop my observation to here and shift things up a little bit. And again, trying to get it to take up the entire screen. Right now that is way too small. So I'm going to click on the strip, which is the whole thing. And spread it out just a little bit more. Drop my application down a ways. All of this, drop it down, 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 down. So moving that strip down, moving my anchor down, and again trying to get this to take up about the whole screen. Spread it out so it doesn't look too naked. That's taking up most of it. Looks pretty good. Okay. Again, drop down pray a ways so it's taking up my whole screen. Drop down my anchor. I'm just customizing this so it's going to look good. So it's going to take up most of the screen for each section. I'm going to leave that where it's at so you can see their faces all right. Let's see if we need to change this up at all. Text is kind of large. I think that looks all right. Got to take up a little bit more of the screen yet. Pray, and oh my, that's not even close to fluid. I'm gonna have to expand that out. Get it to take up a little more space. So you get the idea of what I'm doing. Trying to get it to take up the full screen and not much more, but not much less. That way it takes up the full screen. Anyway, after this looks all right, I'm going to go ahead and preview it, see what it looks like on a cell phone here. That looks nice. So I'm going to click this and go to scripture. Takes up about the whole screen. Looks nice. Scroll down to observations. Looks good. Application looks good. Okay, that really looks pretty good. It didn't take me, 5 minutes? This part's not going to take you very long. One thing that I'm going to look into is how to get this menu to float. That way when I go down to observation, I still have those 3 dots there. And I'm not sure if they're going to allow me to do this in the mode that it's in, but we're going to try to get it to be pinned to the screen. Layout, animated. So that is about it for the next section, for the next portion of your project. Let's see if we can get it. Freeze menu. Let's see if that does it for me. Preview. We're going to go down to scripture and hopefully, oh yes, freeze the menu. And that way the menu is always there and I can skip on down. Perfect. For the most part, mine looks pretty good. This would get a pretty good grade, minus I need to make this actually visible. So I am going to slide this down, slide my text down so it's not over top of those words, and slide my anchor down. Then I have to slide all of my anchors down since I moved it. And that's going to look pretty good. So if you have a phone, I'm going to go ahead and let you check this out. Publish it. And that way it shows up a certain way on mobile. So that is all.